right here. Quit being
All right, Quinton.
such a butthead.
Do it. Come on. Come on, Quinn. Yep, show us how it's done. Show off the boots.
Yeah, because music's going to make it better.
Rachel, sing. Get it?
Turn.
You're gonna learn this about me. I overbuild everything, and I never have anything fail.
Okay, it's Saturday. We're taking down the railing and putting up the walls. What more information do you need?
You need people up there or down here?
We just said up there.
Okay, then go up there. Why are you still sitting down?
I'm waiting for Kendra to move the shelf.
We're back.
See, if you look at Rachel's hair closely right now, this was like a trial run, and it didn't piss me off enough. They put a little pink in there, okay? And I didn't like it, but it was light enough that I was like, you know what? If they can kind of dabble like that and they don't go crazy, you can barely tell it's there. You know, it's a shade of red. I mean, I wasn't thrilled, don't get me wrong, okay? But I just let it go. So, but let this be a lesson to parents everywhere, right? You give them an inch and they're gonna take it all, man. And that's exactly what happened. They didn't get any wrath from me. I didn't really say much. I didn't say much of anything. I just kind of like, whatever, you guys are idiots, and I let it go. So 1 week later, 1 week, it's like full on blue. I'm sorry, I'm supposed to be done talking about that, but she had pink in her hair right here, I'm just saying. Yeah, that's what it looks like when you cut screws. About this time I'm saying these are either some really tough nails or really crappy blades. And I found out that neither was true.
Get that board peeled off the bottom of the floor. Start down there, work your way down and get it all the way off, all the way around.
All right, this morning, I don't know what happened, something happened over the weekend, I don't even remember what happened, but I woke up with this super strong desire to make my kids stand on their own a little bit more. Like, it's constantly, it doesn't matter what I ask them to do, they're like, show me exactly how you want me to do that. I mean, I can say pick up a box and they're saying, like, should I get the bottom of the box or should I use the handle holes? What do you think I should do, Dad? And it gets a little irritating for me, so you're gonna be sensing some stuff, but what I'm trying to build better kids. Contrary to where it comes off, this is what I'm trying to do. And also, they don't move unless, like, every morning, I have to become like this monster for 30 minutes. Once I get them rolling, I can back it down and I can be nice to my kids again. Right now, we're just getting started. Everybody's just like, I asked Cassie to take a board off. I mean, it's just a little piece of trim that was going along the edge of this railing that we're removing. It was not complicated, okay? So, and she's like, what? Huh? How do you want me to do that? You want me to pull it?
How far down here? Just right here?
Try not. See this board? It goes all the way around. I don't want it there anymore.
Okay.
So I want you to take the hammer and the bar, and I want you to pry it until the board comes off the floor. Then you pick the board up. Yes? Okay, I didn't know how much I needed to give there, because obviously you needed more information.
So that's why I acted the way that I acted, because she's being ridiculous. All I should have to say is, see that board? I don't want it there anymore. That's all I should have to say. But instead it's like, oh, I don't understand. I don't know how. I don't know what to do. It's so ridiculous. And this isn't an act. My kids are really this stupid. And I just react to it sometimes.
It's going way harder than I thought it would.
Because you're cutting through screws, you idiot.
Oh, those nails are screws. That's why. Shit. Can someone say shit?
Not
Give me
you.
a light.
Steffi's not here.
Just get the board up. Quit being a smart ass. Can you get me a screw gun that takes that out? It looks like Phillips. That'd be a hell of a lot easier. Go fast, Cassie. Faster.
Being mean.
And still faster.
Maybe I am being a little mean, but it works. If I'm mean for like 20 or 30 minutes, the cobwebs will eventually come off and she'll be like, I don't like getting yelled at. I'm gonna work harder. If I don't, she would piddle around with that board for 3.5 days. And I'm telling you, I'm old and it's hard for me to get down on my hands and knees. I could have that board out of there in 3 minutes. The whole board, all the way around the whole railing. And she's over there just, I don't know, filing her nails. I don't know what she's doing.
Faster. Let's go. Come on.
Being rude.
Let's go.
You'll notice she's working faster. Look at how much faster she's working.
You have to be
Go!
nice for a little
I don't
while.
want your crap. Just go.
Oh, this is painful. It's painful for me to watch.
One of you smart enough to do this. So I have to wait for Cassie. Where's Mandy?
Right here.
You guys woke up the beast, so now Mandy's not with us?
He's in a stroller.
Can't you give him to mom?
He's in a stroller. You can just sit there.
Oh, you don't want the boy to go. Whatever.
Saying.
I need somebody to come take these screws out that can take them out without destroying them.
All I'm wanting to do is get some screws taken out, and I've only got a couple of the 5 that are really capable of doing that without turning it into a bigger job for me. If I put, like, I don't know, Kendra on it, she would strip every screw out and I would have a mess. So I'm saying I want Mandy, because I already have Cassie taking the board out, I want Mandy to take these screws out. So that's what I'm trying to do, is I want the right person on the right job. You know, the other ones I'll pretty much just say, hey, just hold that. And that way, you know, it just works better. Not because they're girls, but because they choose to be that kind of girl. And yeah, and whenever my girls pull the girl card, it's bull crap, because they are capable of doing anything that I ask them to do. Like, it's just a reality.
Am I going all the way down this way too?
Hey, Cassie, why not?
Don't know.
If he says, hey, why not? Would that mean yes or no?
I would assume yes.
I would just do it at that point because
Yeah.
he didn't say no.
I would assume yes.
Mandy!
Coming!
See, we're not moving. It took me forever to. I remember we didn't get started on putting that wall up until afternoon. It took all morning to take that railing off.
You didn't answer my question. Do I keep going down?
You got this?
Yes. She's supposed to go all the way around the corner too.
Yes?
What is she doing
I think I've answered that like 14 times. She needs to take the screws out, and then I will follow her with the Sawzall. I don't know. Start down here. Start down here. I don't know whether they're screws or nails. If they're nails, I will cut them. If they're screws, I want them out. Do not mess up.
The videos don't show that real well. The chicks, oh, this is 5 minutes. No, this is 3 hours of pulling my hair out.
Okay, what's taking them so long?
I think they're going to find a pen.
You're giving them way too much credit. I have enough people here. I should not have to wait on people. That's how I honestly feel about it.
I still feel that way.
Will you tell me if you didn't get one out?
It's on this side of it.
What? Where? You say you didn't get one out? Where?
Right down
Point.
here.
Why?
It stripped out.
You're ruining my blades.
So, anybody want to comment about Mandy stripping screws?
Failure.
Thank you. That's all I needed.
Take it down there. You need to get ahead of us on these nails. You're behind.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah, you need to get ahead.
Mandy, where'd those pallets go that were outside?
You can tell. See the pink? There's pink in there.
We had them all in here on a stack, but
Faster. Much faster.
They might have used them
You
already.
don't need
I
a
don't know.
pallet. Just find some 2x4s.
2x4.
Either 2x4s or 2x6s.
Okay, all right, right there. That's Rachel in a nutshell.
It's a 2x4, Rachel.
I didn't remember this conversation.
2x4s.
What are those?
I swear I'm asleep every day. I'm constantly asleep.
Does anybody believe that Rachel didn't know what I was telling her to get there? She knew exactly, but it's just easier to say, what? Maybe if I just act really stupid, somebody will just go take care of this for me or come up with an idea that's easier. I don't know. You could say, hey, I want you to dye your hair blue, and she wouldn't say blue. She'd say, give me my phone, get on Google, oh my gosh, I'm gonna learn how to turn my hair blue. She can go figure that shit out, but ask her to go get a 2x4. It's like, 2x4? I mean, I don't know. I honestly think that they're sniffing shit when they do that to their hair.
All you want to do is be able to get under it with a forklift. So they're wood. Put the 2x4s down first. Hey, put them down upside down with the 2x4 down on your 2x4s so the forks go under and lift on this right here. Understand? Set that down first on 2x4s, and he can get his forks underneath. Just stack it high enough that you can get his forks under.
You're like, doing.
Stack them too high.
Too high or turn them on their side. Because otherwise you're gonna have to lift them all onto the forklift one at a time. I'm gonna go sit down. You can find me a chair, some coffee.
Believe it or not, this is actually the easy part. This is where it gets hard because somebody glued these railings down. They didn't fall off.
Tell me what's holding. Lift your side. Lift.
No lifting.
Something on the bottom of both of them. I'm wondering if it's glued. Some dipshit had a bright idea. Get a hammer and a pry bar and see if you can bust that loose.
Okay. Get a hammer and a pry bar and see if you can't bust it loose. That's pretty simple and direct commentary, you know? It's a good instruction. And she's like, I don't know what you want me to do. So now I have to literally, you know, you laughed earlier when I say take the hammer, take the bar, you know, she knows what needs to happen.
So rude.
This is what I have to work with. People look at how much stuff I get done and are like, wow, you guys really get stuff done. They do not understand how much pain it is. It's not the pain of the work. It's the pain of these attitudes. It's non-stop. And then I'm supposed to stay like calm, you know, even keeled. Don't become grouchy. Don't let the beast out. They're sitting there begging the beast to come out. And then when he comes out, they're like, you're so rude. I mean, she called me rude earlier. I feel that I'm completely justified.
I don't know how we're doing this.
Get it up.
The floor goes above it.
Figure it out.
You tell me how.
No, you figure it out.
I don't want to.
Be a grown up.
I don't want to be grown up. I don't know what I'm doing.
I know what I would do. I'd get a ladder and go down there and pound underneath and twist. And I'd hurry before you pissed off your dad.
That's scary
Go.
stuff.
Cassie's like, I don't want to do that.
I really didn't.
So there, I gave her instruction and now she's like, oh my gosh, you want me to walk downstairs? Like, I don't understand what she wanted from me.
Do we not have a normal handyman?
No.
All right, you can try holding it the other way if you want, but it's gonna be harder for you to pull on it that way. You just gotta get it wedged in there.
If my dad seen her holding that hammer that way, he would take the hammer away from her and he would cut the handle in half and hand it back to her and say, here, that's all you're using anyhow. It's the laws of leverage. You hold the hammer at the bottom and it hits a lot harder. You're sitting there going tappy, tap, 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 and wondering why the bar ain't going underneath there.
Come on, hit it. It helps if you hold the hammer at the back. There you go. Come on, you're doing this like a girl.
I am
Come on.
a girl.
Come on.
I don't wanna.
I think Dad really hopes that like when he says you're like hitting like a girl, you throw like a girl, it's gonna offend us.
Yeah,
But honestly, we're all just like,
we're
we don't
are
care.
girls.
We really don't care.
Yeah.
To be honest, pretty much. Because I said that same thing to him like a while ago. I don't know what he was saying.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was doing. Something like a girl, apparently.
Well, it's like, what does he expect?
I don't know.
Like, he wants us to do everything like boys?
Yeah.
I don't want to.
Are you freaking kidding me? You gotta get it in there before you do any prying.
It's not going.
Go to the other end.
Let's see if we can take 45 minutes to take a railing off.
It's okay. Don't worry. Quinton goes and helps.
Quinton, come do this for her.
Yeah.
Because she's a girl. Another she's a girl moment.
Look, he started it.
Watch what he does, because you should be able to do this.
What are you trying to do?
Pound that in between the board and the floor, and then twist it. But she can't get it to go in there. It just won't go.
That's not even a fair.
Because Quinn just puts muscle into
It's
everything.
about the fact that he's a boy.
Quinn is the
It's
whole.
Quinton.
Yeah, literally. Like, Dad could be struggling with something, Quentin would just rip it off. Like, Quentin, if he could be doing the same thing Cassie's doing, it wouldn't work. But he'll just put muscle into it and break it. Yeah.
Yes. Right underneath the 2x. Well, you can do that if you want to, but I don't know if that. I'd go the other way, but you can use the other part of the bar.
Sure.
Yep. But you gotta actually hit it. See?
Now, I know you might say, why ain't I as hard on Quinton? You know, why aren't you like, he doesn't know? Well, there's a difference. Quinton's level of experience in construction projects, he's at like, I don't know, maybe that I can think of maybe 4 or 5 weeks of total construction experience, where my kids have had 5 years of it. So where Quinton's never necessarily taken a bar and done what he's doing right there, my kids have seen it done for years. They know this. They know how to handle a bar. They know how to hit a bar. They know how to twist a bar. They know this stuff. Where Quinton, he's just like, I don't understand. He don't necessarily understand framing, the subfloor, all of this kind of stuff. My kids do. And that's why I get irritated at this point in their life when they try to act like they don't. And that's why I'm a little more patient with Quinton. That, and I know Quinton's going to give me everything he's got. So once Quinton understands it, he's not asking me a question to be ornery. He's asking me a question because he truly don't know. Half the time when Cassie says, I don't know how to do something, she knows how to do it. She don't want to do it. And yeah, that's what's happening.
Yeah, like, just see the way he's hitting that compared to the way Cassie was.
Now twist it sideways. Kind of just twist and it'll lift up.
Cassie could not have gotten enough, like, muscle on that.
Apparently, I
Like,
should
and
have.
look how he's lifting that. Like, Cassie.
It's definitely glued. At this point, we're like, yeah, it's glued.
Get up here, Kiss.
I just, every time people just look at me like, because I should have been able to do something, but I couldn't, I just look up and go,
Yes, you should feel that way because you should have been able to do that.
why?
Because all you got to do is hit it.
I can't.
Handy ass.
Jeez. He's breaking the floorboards.
Break it, Ralph.
Step on the board right there by the floor. Step it hard. Get it down quick. Should have done it
Sorry.
quicker. Wouldn't have done that. Come on.
Cassie's
I wasn't
like,
quick enough.
He's
It
under
broke
it.
the floor. And then I got in trouble for it. Don't worry, I tried to fix it and made it worse.
PL is good stuff.
PL is my dad's best friend. Rochelle.
Showing him.
It's her finger. I swear she does it on
For a second
purpose.
there, I was like, wait, what are you showing him?
She was like, dude, I was pissed at Nico.
It does really look like that.
Rachel hurt her finger, yes, and she hurt the finger, and so now she gets to flip people off.
Yeah.
She's really
I don't know
stupid.
what you
She
did
painted
there.
it black to make people feel bad for her.
I slammed in my car door. Smashed her finger.
What's more realistic? You slamming your own finger in your car door, or are you painting your nail to get attention? You tell
I
me.
think it's pretty easy to slam
I think
your
Rachel
finger in
painted
a car
her nails
door.
with attention.
Not unless you're a complete moron.
I'm gonna cut this, and then you can go and cap it off in the box. There's a box on the other side of it.
Make sure his light switches are turned off.
We've already tested that, right? You agree with that, correct?
Ooh.
Obviously not.
You were saying? He's like, here we go again. Did you ruin your nice side cutter? There are two that operates the big lights and the rest
I've
are
already
fans.
cut the damn thing now. I'll pretty much guarantee it blew the breaker.
Right now is about where the day finally started to move. It's like mid-afternoon now, and we're finally starting to put these walls up.
Cassie,
You need to come my way about 1.5 inches. Keep coming.
hold on. Don't move, because I'm barely got it. Don't stand under it.
But hold it. Like the logic. You hear what he's saying. Don't move, don't stand under it, but hold it.
There's logic.
No, but I've been in situations when he does that, like he's welding and he's like, don't look. And he's like, don't be in my way, but don't let it move. I'm like, what am I supposed to do?
I don't know if you've ever tried to hold something like insanely still with your eyes closed, but it's
It's kind of hard
it's
because
not
you're like
easy.
start to fall over yourself because you're like, I don't know what's happening.
Exactly.
Yeah, try it.
So
It's
it
not
just
easy.
sits there
It's like that whole
wobbling.
meme with like when your dad asks you to hold a flashlight.
Literally,
That's
it
like
is.
our whole life.
Yep. Yeah. So we're all traumatized.
All right, now where do you want me to go?
Come my way about 3/4 inch. Right there.
You should be in a 1/2 inch.
All right.
Your drywall's going in. You're in too far. That's way too far. I'd say about right there. Am I good?
Yep, right there.
Okay, you need to check that 1/2 inch there before I do my next screw.
Right there.
This was hard, but it actually went pretty well. We need to be comfortable doing this because we're going to be doing a lot of this in Montana. A lot of metal studs and drywall. I don't know if we can still call it drywall in Montana. When I left Montana, we called it sheetrock. Didn't start calling it drywall until I got to Florida.
I don't like leaning over edges with no railings, okay?
Cassie's scared of heights. You just tempted to jump or something? Like,
I am. I about had a panic attack when we first took that railing down and Nico just stepped over the opening to get around Dad. I was like,
Rachel, you want us out of the way. There's two over here.
it was just like, no.
Hey,
Cassie's like, you're gonna die, I'm not gonna help you, but like, what are you doing?
Pretty much.
Rachel, he wanted us out of the way. Get this? There's two over here. Hey, dumb shit.
What?
There's 2 screws in this board. Oh, I'm back. I was like, what? Who's cussing?
You didn't know it was
obviously
you?
Kendra.
I should, this, you know, you have, as parents, you have these moments where you shouldn't laugh. I grew up in a house where my mom would not tolerate us saying bad words. But my dad swore quite a bit. Not the words that I'd consider bad.
Literally said it 10 times and you're like, what? Because you
Did she
literally just said
Did she just
to
call
stop.
somebody a dumb shit?
Everybody probably watches this and thinks my children were raised around just constant swearing, and really they weren't. It wasn't until later in my life that I decided to go back to speaking the way I spoke in high school. But I can't really say anything bad about Stephanie here because it kind of makes me laugh. It's like one of those things where you're like, you know, girls shouldn't talk that way, Stephanie, you know, and But on the other hand, I think it's really funny. So I guess I just got to turn my head and laugh a little bit. I don't know, but you're not going to change it. Stephanie is what Stephanie is. Stephanie has a lot of personality, and she usually doesn't show it so much until she gets to know you pretty good. But once she does, Stephanie can be a real hoot. She can be dramatic too, don't get me wrong. But this was just funny.
She did. I should put this screw through her eye.
She was talking to you?
Yeah.
If you took Kenpo, you could kick her ass, but you don't take Kenpo.
I don't think I need Kenpo to kick her ass.
Well, she don't take it either, so.
Rachel and Stephanie have bailed on the family and chose to not continue on with our Kenpo lessons.
Rachel,
What?
Stephanie would beat you up.
Nope.
She would just sit on you.
I could squirm out of it.
Not calling her fat, I'm just saying she would just sit on her.
That's always been my go-to move. Just squish them like a bug.
Some bugs sting.
Warning, logical Cassie coming soon.
Some buggies sting.
Bugs don't really sting people.
There's like
A
a
bee. I don't know if you'd classify that as
I
a bug, but
don't. I don't think I classify a bee as a bug.
There's like those weird bugs
If
in
you're
the
being
pool
completely
sometimes.
technical, probably not, but who cares? You got the
What am I
point.
saying? There's like those weird beetle bugs in the pool sometimes. They kind of sting.
Water bugs? Well, water bugs.
What about?
I don't know what to call them.
I know what you're talking about, but they bite. They don't
Either
sting.
way, I
Same
could
difference.
squish Rachel.
It stings when they bite you. You get the point.
Why didn't you just say bite?
I don't know.
She
When you're in a
Cassie's
argument, you just say whatever comes out.
It's
Doesn't
like
matter if it makes
logically,
sense
like
or not.
Cassie's logical about
Cassie's
everything.
like,
You'll
why
learn
didn't
this.
you say like some bugs can bite and then leave you with a sensational sting? Like
I don't speak like that.
Cassie reads a lot, so she's very logical.
Because that makes sense.
It really does.
I don't think it does.
I want the short end to be the flat end.
She made them flat. She didn't cut them at an angle.
This.
Okay.
This is a communication problem.
When you say short end, I don't know what.
short end, you say flat end.
You guys wonder where I get it from. You can clearly see.
That was probably not called for because Mandy tries to be involved in the project. She takes pride in knowing what she knows. So she probably was trying to do the right thing. And I was, they just ruined me. I mean, by this time of the day, I get through this. I don't know. That was uncalled for, Mandy, and I apologize. You didn't deserve for me to talk to you with that accent.
Put it in both of them and then twist it.
That's not the right mark.
What?
That's not the right mark, is it?
Hell yeah, it's the right
Well,
mark.
then what's? Oh, okay. Never
What
mind.
is your
I'm good.
problem?
I'm good.
So, I can, if you want to put a level on it real quick, I can see, but we
We
probably
should be able to
can,
trust that laser,
we
right?
should be able to trust the laser. We've been trusting it so far, so
No,
pretty.
it's perfectly level there.
Once we figured out how to do this, it really wasn't that bad. Quite a ways up there. I mean, we're screwing off right to those beams up on the top, getting that top track in, lined up with the bottom track. All that stuff took a little bit of time. But once we got it in, got it laid out, Cassie was cutting the studs, and Mandy was putting in the bottom. I was putting in the top, and we just went.
It's a nice piece of the carpet. Leave it right there for a runway for Phil.
It's Nico's walkway.
I said Phil's runway. Nico walked so Phil could run.
Hey, Rachel, you should pick up that carpet.
What'd you say? It's Phil's runway.
We'll leave it just for that because Phil has to use it.
Tell Phil that's his workspace. That's all he gets if he leaves the carpet. He gets fined.
Yeah, same with his dog.
I honestly was oblivious to all of this that was going on because, see, half of my kids are sitting on their ass doing worthless stuff, but I'm still working. So until I heard Quinton say "pop it" in some weird female voice, I didn't even know what was happening.
Right here. Quit being
All right, Quinton.
such a butthead.
Do it. Come on. Come on, Quinn. Yep, show us how it's done. Show off the boots. Rachel, sing.
I mean, he could have done something cool like moonwalking or something like that, but oh no, not Quinton.
Get it? Dad gets really interested when he hears "pop it."
Turn.
Get it, I guess. Wow! Slayed, queen.
Show me how to pop it, Quinton. I heard you say "pop it," and the way you said it like made me turn my head, but it was over. You sold that with your words.
With my pop it?
Pop
Walk it, poker dot it.
Pop it?
Yeah.
That's Quinton popping it right there. Yep. Doing his family proud.